My pregnancy was normal until 27 weeks. We went to the hospital because I was having some concerns. I had a lot of back pain, and they thought at the hospital that I was just having back pain, but then they came to realize that those were contractions.
Once they said she was in labor and the baby was coming, though, it turned our world upside down. We didn't know what to expect or what was going to happen next.
My heart just sank because I didn't know, as a first-time mom, I had no idea how well a 27-week-old baby was going to do. So I was really concerned for just her well-being. Her breathing was the main concern at first. She was intubated for a few days, but then she was able to go to CPAP, but she struggled to come off of that. She couldn't breathe on her own. We started to feed her, like bottle feed and nurse her, and she just wasn't waking up well enough. She just wasn't taking her feeds. So she had a NG tube, and they would feed her through that most of the time. I didn't know if I was going to get to touch my baby, hold my baby. I had no idea, but I did get to, in fact, hold her within a few hours of being there, and that was the best feeling in the world. She was 2 pounds 6 ounces, so she just laid on my chest, but it was a good feeling to know that I could hold her and I could give her that sense of love that she needed. When we took Nora home, it was hard at first just to understand and realize that yes, she's a normal baby and it's okay to treat her like a normal baby, and they really emphasized that when we left the NICU. She overcame a lot of things, but she's tough, and now she's just your normal average 2-year-old. She runs around, she plays, but it was the best feeling ever to just get to be at home with our little family and have Nora home.
When I see Nora now, how far she's come, it's just kind of like we made it. So it took a long time to get there. Once we realized Nora was going to be spending some time in the NICU, we still weren't quite sure what was going to be going on. We thought we'd probably just be in Wichita for a short amount of time. Turns out we were here much longer than we thought. We had no idea where we were going to stay or what the hospital stay involved. We found out about the Ronald McDonald House right after Nora was born. Wesley's NICU team gave us some handouts on it, told us that it would be an option to stay at the Ronald House if they had rooms available, and that it would be right next to the hospital so we could come and go as we please and we wouldn't have to travel back and forth from home to the hospital. We brought everything we needed to live, and we pretty well shut our house down for 3 months and said this is our new home, and this is where we're going to stay until she was out of the hospital.
We were at the Ronald McDonald House for 99 days here in Wichita.
If we didn't have the option of staying at the Ronald House, we definitely would have been driving a lot more. We live a little over an hour away from the hospital, so there would have been long commutes daily, or we just wouldn't have been able to come to the hospital every day like we wanted to or felt we needed to spend time with Nora.
Our experience at the Ronald House was wonderful. The people that worked here really became like our family. They were just so welcoming and caring. Anything that we needed, they made sure that we had. If we had issues, they took care of it. They always checked in to see how Nora was doing or how we were doing.
Not having to worry about where you're going to eat dinner that night was a huge relief. That's why we've tried to come back once a month now to cook a meal for the residents of the house. What I remember most about staying at the Ronald House is the connections we made with the different people, whether it was the workers that work at the house daily or the volunteers. When different groups came in every night to cook, talking to those people, making those connections, meeting new people. We also got to meet other families that were in different stages of the walk. Some were getting ready to go home and some were just coming into it. So interacting with other people that have been through it and going through what we were going through at the same time helped a lot.
If I met someone that had a child in the hospital or was needing a place to stay, I would tell them about the Ronald McDonald House. I would explain to them how wonderful the people are there and how much it can truly help you, how much stress it can relieve, and just the wonderful resource that it is.
The Ronald McDonald House, it's a dream come true. having that resource there, the opportunities, it makes a big difference in a time of need. We truly do thank you.